welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is doing really well. So I'm gonna jump right into it. Today I'll be giving you some tips, so a few do's and don'ts on how to recover from a C-section. I feel like at this stage I may be, a bit of a pro. Not a pro, but I'm a bit seasoned. I'm gonna have my third C-section happening soon. So as I remember from my first and my second was literally last year, so it's fresh in my mind. I thought I would put together a list on how to help you recover from your C-section. Once again, I've made some notes. I'll be looking down just to make sure that I stay on track. I do this because I can blabble for too long sometimes, and this just keeps me on topic. Okay, so let's start with number one. Okay, so once you have your C-section done, the first day, obviously you're gonna have to lie down for a couple of hours, and then the nurses will come to you and tell you that you can start walking. Please get up and start walking. I know it can sound like, oh my gosh, that is terrible, I'm in so much pain. No, honey. The sooner you get up and walk when you are told to, the better and easier your recovery will be. The longer you lie on your back, the harder you make it for yourself to get up. Okay? So when those nurses come to you and they say it's time to walk, you get up, you let them help you, and you take a few steps, even if it's a few steps to the bathroom and a few steps back to your bed. There. Tick, number one, you've done it. You've done the first walk. And once you conquer the first walk, then getting moving again after that gets easier, okay? It's the only way you will recover quicker from a C-section. Okay. Number two, in the getting up and walking, get up slowly and carefully, okay? So when you just had your C-section, it's not a great idea to lie flat on your back, okay? So what you want to do is, lying on your back is really good for you, just by the way. It really helps in healing the incision, but elevating yourself. So either you'll elevate yourself from the back and sleep at kind of this kind of position, where this is your back and this is the rest of your body. Or you can also turn it around, sleep like this, and then, okay, I don't know how to do this, but your legs, put a pillow under your legs so that your legs are sitting at a kind of a 45 degree or something like that, just so you don't feel like your incision is being pulled, okay? And then when you get up, please don't get up straight up like this, okay? What you want to do is, if you have been lying on your back, you want to roll over to your side. You want to use your arms and bring your legs in, right? So you move your arms and bring your legs in, and then you turn yourself so that you get up in a sitting position, okay? And then once you're in the sitting position, then you slowly and gradually get up, okay? So don't just get up straight. No. Get up from your side into a sitting position first, then get up from the sitting position. That way it'll make it easier for you to get up. It also won't feel like you're hurting your incision, okay? When they tell you to get up and get moving, or when you need to go to the toilet or anything like that, just always remember to get up from the side into a sitting position. Belly bind. Girl, bind that tummy real fast. And I'm not talking about where the incision is. When you have given birth, you must understand, right, that your uterus has grown to a point where all your organs have been shifted, right? Because your baby has taken up so much of the space. Once your baby is out, there is so many gaps, and when you get up, it can feel like your organs and your insides they just don't feel together. So belly binding is not necessarily to flatten your stomach. It's more to help you feel put together. There's nothing worse. Yes, you have an incision that is quite painful, right? Your period or whatever, when you stand up, is gonna feel like, my God, it's like a waterfall coming down from there because of gravity. You have been lying down. And then number three, you have a wobbly stomach. Your insides just feel like they just, wow. So I'll insert a clip of the Take-A-Lot 3-in-1 postpartum belly binder that I've ordered. It's on its way. I don't have it yet. Or even take a doek or something, right? So where you want to tie is I have a big pregnant stomach, but I'll try and show you. Okay. So you want to try and tie it around this area. Okay, so your incision will be down there. You want to try and tie around this area just to pull all those organs together and just, you know, make you feel put together. The aim is not to hurt your incision. It's just to get that pressure, you know, of that emptiness inside. Okay, and it's better sometimes to put on the bind when you're lying down flat and then you get up. So when you get up, everything is put in place together nicely. If it's too tight, if it's hurting your incision, it's not right. Start again. Okay, so that'd be my advice to you. Before you get up to do that first walk, bind yourself, so at least you know that you feel a bit more in control. Okay, avoid walking in a bent position. Well, there is nothing worse than watching someone who has had a C-section walking bent forward. That's the worst thing you can do to yourself. It's literally the same as just staying in bed the whole time, because when you try and straighten up, it's going to be so painful. That's why when you get up slowly and take your time. You're gonna make sure you get up in a straight position and you slowly get yourself to walk. Don't bend over. It's gonna make your healing process take longer than it should. Don't do it. Okay, don't do that to yourself. And then support your incision when you laugh or when you cough. Okay, so if, for example, you're not in a private room, you're sharing with other people. I've always shared with other people, and I know how entertaining it can be having other roommates and how much laughing we do at each other, especially when we watch each other getting up, you know, trying to move. Take the pillow, put it on your incision, and then laugh or cough. So if you feel a sneeze or cough or anything happening, grab that pillow, even if it's that nursing pillow, put it on there and laugh. Even when you're on your way home and someone is driving you home, sit behind the driver's seat and have a pillow there protecting your incision, so that if there are any bumps in the road, man, I'm telling you, you won't feel a thing. It'll be a nice, smooth car ride home. And when you sit behind the driver, I don't know what it is, but it just feels like you feel less movement than you would if you were sitting behind the passenger seat. That's just my advice. It's worked for me. I don't know the logistics behind it, but yeah, that's that. And then rest. Please rest. Rest, rest, rest. Don't try and be MacGyver. Walk and be active as much as you are told to. So whatever your doctor or your nurse says, listen to them. But also give yourself time to rest. Okay, don't be me. I think it was day 3 or day 4. I left the hospital on a Wednesday. On a Friday, I was at the mall shopping. Why? Don't do that. Get home and rest. Get home, rest. Do your active walking as you should, but don't overdo it, okay? You're literally given 6 weeks to recover. There's a reason for that, okay? So don't try and be MacGyver. Just don't do it. Okay, so some people, either who are on the bigger side or just in general have their skin, that excess skin, will overlap over the incision. I know mine does. With my first, it didn't. With my second, it definitely did. With this one, it really will. Like, the extra excess skin is just a problem. And of course, you know that you need to keep your incision dry at all times. So my tip for that is, I would get my husband to clean it for me using warm water with salt in it and gauze and cotton balls. So he would dab it with that, right? And then take a hairdryer and put it on cold. And hair dry that area until it gets dry. And then either you can use a pad, you can use a breast pad, or you can use panty liners to put along that incision, you know, for a few minutes to make sure it's really dry. And then you can take it off or keep it for as long as you need for it to get dry. And I promise you, your incision will heal quickly without you worrying about your skin overlapping over it. It's normal, guys. It happens. Some of us lose elasticity. Some of us don't. If you don't, well, then you're lucky. If you do, that's also normal. Just We just need to find ways to work around it, okay? And then turn your bedside table into a mommy bar, okay? In order to make things easier for you so you don't have to keep getting up all the time. So you're gonna have your medicine there, you're gonna have your water. If you're pumping, you're gonna have your pump there. You're gonna have your snacks. Guys, breastfeeding makes you so hungry. I remember always being thirsty and just always feeling so hungry. The worst for me was the thirst while breastfeeding. It is just on another level. So having a water bottle there next to you while you're breastfeeding at night, proper. Having your little snack there, just to eat, at night while you're breastfeeding. You don't have to get up for it or go to the kitchen. It's right next to you. Your nipple cream, your breast pads, all of that. So turn your bedside table into that mommy bar for yourself. And then pain management, please. If they tell you take pain medication every 3 hours, take it every 3 hours. And don't be like, psh, I don't need this. It makes me so sleepy. Nah, girl, that's how you make sure you always stay ahead of the pain. Because now you're going to wait for the pain medication to have gone out of your system. Now you're in so much pain. Now you take the pain medication. Now you got to wait for it to be absorbed into your system. No. So if you know you're going to forget, I probably will forget. I'll set alarms. Every 3 or 2.5 hours, I'll have an alarm going off saying, take pain medication. So that even if I'm napping and sleeping with baby, I can get up quickly because my mommy bar is right next to me on my bedside table, remember? Take my pain medication, drink it with water, and go straight back to my nap so that I'm always ahead of the pain. The less pain you feel, the quicker your recovery becomes, So keep that in mind. Try and meal prep beforehand. So for example, for me, I meal prepped for both times. But also what my husband would do is when he's making supper, he would then dish up a plate for me for lunch. Breakfast is easy. It would either be cereal or oats or whatever. So I know, okay, in the morning, as soon as everyone has gone, they've left the house, I can get up, go eat some oats, get back, take care of baby, take care of myself, and then sleep. And then when I'm hungry again for lunch, just go to the fridge, take out the meal prep, put it in the microwave, warm it up, eat, and go straight back to that. Then I know for supper, my husband will take care of that. So until you feel okay. So it could take a week, it could take 2 weeks. Some people after a week are like, psh, I'm ready. Some people after 2 weeks are like, okay, only now I'm starting to feel normal. But take your time and meal prep. It will really, really help you. And lastly, please ask for help. Having a C-section is really difficult. With a natural birth mummies, they work the hardest before having the baby and into delivery, right? And then they postpartum, it's also painful, but it's not as intense. For us C-section moms, we don't work at all before delivery or during delivery. We're just lying there. But then we work hard afterwards in healing. So ask for help if you can. Get someone to come and help you out. Even if it's just, them watching the baby while you go and take a shower, them helping you wash the baby if you're not comfortable with that. Just don't be afraid to ask for help when you feel or need that you need it, okay? You're only human. You can't figure out everything firsthand by yourself. Getting that extra help can also give you that extra boost of confidence. Yeah, guys, that's about it. I hope this video helped. Please let me know in the comments if you have any extra tips that you'd like to give someone who's having a C-section. There's a lot of moms who's their first time. They don't know what to expect. So it'd really be great to, give them that advice. And once again, thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you again next week, Friday. Bye.